Police departments across the country are bracing for a violent summer as warm temperatures ignite already soaring crime rates. So how are law enforcement officers preparing? Here to weigh in, New York City Blue Lives Matter founder Joseph Imperatrice, Jackson County, Texas Sheriff Andy Louderback, and Brevard County, Florida Sheriff Wayne Ivey. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate your time.
Good morning. Thank you very much.
Good morning. We're going to go ahead and pull up some of these numbers here, the homicide numbers, as they skyrocket from just a year ago. You'll see up 27% in New York City, up 100% in Minneapolis, up 57% in Atlanta, and 800% in Portland. Joey, here in New York City, what do you think the next few months are going to be like?
This is probably going to be the worst summer that we've seen in a while. See, this is Obama 2.0. We're just going back to what we had just over 5 years ago. Every single day, the president tries to find a reason to blame the world's problems on the police. See, I'm getting sick and tired every single day of hearing that officers are targeting black and brown people. That's completely wrong and it's false. Officers go after crime. They target high crime areas and violence. And it's their job to correct the situation and make people feel safe by taking these bad guys off the street.
Sheriff Louderback, what are you preparing for?
Well, here in Texas, the same. You know, this whole police week issue, from our perspective here in Texas, is one of utter and total disrespect by the president for law enforcement. And it is a very similar situation we ran into 5 years ago with the Obama administration. You know, the flags at half-mast issue on May 10th, a proclamation that a few short days later was not even able to do that. So honor, where's the honor here for fallen line of duty deaths here for law enforcement? We're in for a tough time.
And Sheriff Ivey, there is a rise in firearm background checks. You'll see from year to date, from April 2020 to April 2021, there were 2.9 million. That's up now to 3.4 million. Tell me what the situation is like in Florida and how you're preparing your team.
Well, first, I think it's important to recognize that the firearms purchases are happening because good law-abiding citizens are ready to protect themselves. They know that they're their first line of defense for them and their family. Law enforcement's there. We're responding as soon as something happens, but they're making sure that they have their Second Amendment in check and ready to protect their families. You know, for us in Florida, we're very blessed. Governor DeSantis recently signed an anti-riot bill here in the state of Florida. Our crime rate continues to drop in the state of Florida. In my own community, we're down 44%. So, you know, we're monitoring everything. As always, law enforcement is going to be prepared. But to, you know, a couple of the things that were said earlier, what's happening right now, where we need a president that's going to stand shoulder to shoulder with us and help us protect America, not one that's buying into this rhetoric that, you know, the people, our citizens, are out there bashing law enforcement. Overwhelmingly, Americans across the country support and trust their law enforcement officers. It's just a small group of vocal ankle biters out there that are bashing us.
Well, and to your point, let's go ahead and pull up this quote, what President Biden had to say. And this reads, "There is a deep sense of distrust towards law enforcement, a distrust that has been exacerbated by the recent deaths of several black and brown people at the hands of law enforcement. These deaths have resulted in a profound fear and the resulting breakdown in trust between law enforcement and the communities they have sworn to protect." So, Sheriff Ivey, I'll go back to you because you did bring this up. You know, the president is saying that there is this breakdown in trust between law enforcement and the community. Do you see that where you are?
Not even close. In Brevard County, our citizens love us. They trust us. They protect us just as much as we love, trust, and protect them. So, no, we're not seeing that at all. Like I said, it's a very small, vocal group of ankle biters that are out there bashing law enforcement. I think what they've tried to do, you know, that same group ran defund the police up the flagpole and they got no win. Now they're trying to run up the flagpole, defame the police. They're trying to destroy the brand of law enforcement. And our president shouldn't buy into that. Our president should stand with us shoulder to shoulder, making sure that we have all the resources we need and making sure that we have the support from the White House, that our men and women are going out there every day putting their lives on the line.
Yeah, Sheriff Louderback, what is your response to what the president said?
Well, let's talk about the gun, Jillian. Let's talk about gun sales and so forth. Fear of government drives gun sales. Every time we have the type of presidency that we're experiencing right now, gun sales are going to go up. And this is a very common occurrence here. And we talk about true fear, trauma, pain, and exhaustion here that our president talked about. Here in Texas, we have hundreds of thousands of people coming across our border that are definitely brown. The utter disrespect for them, for the dead bodies, the car crashes, the chases, the different things that we're experiencing every day, the chaos that law enforcement is experiencing every day here. This is the utter disrespect that's coming from the White House, from these policies that are put in place by this president.
Joey, final word to you because we're running out of time. What would you want the president to know?
He's got to stop it. He knows better. He's been in politics for a very long time. He's got to stop playing into a Democrat handbook. He's got to be a leader. We went from someone that was pro-law enforcement to back to pro-bashing. It's got to stop. It's very hard every day for officers to go out there and love their jobs as much as they want to go out there and save and help these communities. But every single day when you wake up and you're getting told that you're a demon, it's very difficult to go out there, put a smile on your face, and really appreciate the job that you do. He's got to turn it around, and he's got to be a leader. That's priority.
Oh, okay. Joey Imperatrice, Sheriff Andy Louderback, and Sheriff Wayne Ivey, thank you all for joining us and for what you do for your communities. Appreciate your time.
Thank you, Joey.